Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to share with you all how I achieved this look and the products I used to achieve this look. So continue watching for all the details and enjoy. Okay, so first I'm going to take my e.l.f. Mineral Infused Face Primer and I'm going to first moisturize my eyebrows because I tend to have drier skin on that area and it just gives me a more better finish. And I'm going to go on with my Dip Brow Pomade by Anastasia Beverly Hills in the shade Auburn using my Anastasia Beverly Hills brush number 12, and I'm going to outline my eyebrows. I'm going to start from the back and the top and work my way to the front, and then I'm going to slightly fill it in. You always want to have your eyebrows in the front lighter than the back to give it that real ombre finish, so that it doesn't look like it's too much and they look a little bit more natural. And then you can take the other side of that same brush that you're using and you can slightly brush out the front of your eyebrow until you feel like you got those harsh lines out. Afterwards, I'm going to move over to the other eyebrow and I'm going to do the same exact thing that I did on this eyebrow. Now remember, ladies, our eyebrows are not twins, they are sisters, which means they're not going to come out exactly the same or exactly perfect. So if they look like they're not even, it's okay. Don't beat yourself up about it. Once your face is all done and looking fabulous, you won't even notice that your eyebrows are not the same, and you'll thank me later. Okay, so the very next thing I like to do is use my Maybelline Age Rewind concealer using a flat concealer brush. And I like to outline my eyebrows beginning from the bottom corner all the way out. So I kind of just like to pack it on there because it's going to get blended in anyways. Oh, and I forgot to mention the shade that I'm using is the shade Fair Clair. Once I'm done outlining the bottom using the same flat concealer brush, I'm going to go ahead and outline the top as well. And you want to get as close as your eyebrow as possible because the closer you get, the more defined it's going to look. So once I'm done doing that part, I'm going to work my way to the other side of my eye, and I'm going to also go in and highlight the bottom of it with the same concealer brush, doing the same exact thing to this side as I've done to the other side. And I know it looks crazy right now. I know it's going to have you all feeling a little crazy, but it's okay. You have to trust the process. Okay, so after I'm done outlining the top and bottom of both my eyebrows using the same Maybelline Age Rewind concealer, I'm going to take it and pack it on my eyelids. I'm going to make sure I fill in all the spots on my eyelids because this is going to be the key to great looking eyeshadow. So after I'm done doing that, I'm going to take my beauty blender and begin blending all of this concealer out evenly. You can find this beauty blender at Ulta Beauty or at Walmart in a pack of 2. So now I'm going to go in with my Profusion Mixed Metals palette using the shade Fearless, and I'm going to apply it right above the crease of my lid. And this brush that I'm using here, it actually came with the palette, so it doesn't have a name or number, but you can go ahead and go in with any blending brush and just work your way over the crease of the lid. And just make sure you blend it out really good because you're going to pack more on of this same color Fearless on top. And don't worry if it looks a little messy because at the end you're going to clean it all up. Notice how I extended it out just a little past my eyebrow. This is because when I do my cut crease, it's going to look a little more defined and a little bit more sharp. Okay, so after we're done packing it on both sides of the lids and blending it out really nicely, we're going to take the same Age Rewind concealer that we used earlier and the same flat concealer brush, and we're going to apply it on the lid. Okay, notice how I have to take a small coffee break because coffee is much needed. But then I switched to my Morphe M213 brush because this brush, it just gets a little bit closer to the crease of the eyelid and allows me to create a better cut crease and a better finish. Okay, so your cut crease should be applied right just a little above your eyelid crease. And once you're done doing that, you want to do the exact same thing to your other eye, and you want to make sure that the concealer is spread out evenly. Okay, so now that we're all finished with that, I'm going to take my Jaclyn Hill palette and I'm going to use this aqua blue shade that's right here down below. And I'm going to use the same brush that I used on my eyebrows in the beginning. And I'm going to just kind of create a wing beginning at the bottom corner of my eye, moving upwards towards my crease. Then I'm going to take that blue again and I'm going to go the opposite direction from the top, working my way diagonally down, and I'm going to pack it on there. It helps to wet the color with your setting spray before applying it. And you can go over this a few times to make it look more bold. And after you're done doing this to both of your eyes, you're going to go ahead and go on with any lashes of your choice. I prefer longer lashes because I feel they complement my eyes better, but it's your choice, whatever you're more comfortable with. So now you want to take your eyelash glue and apply it on your eyelash, and you want to apply your eyelash right on the bottom of your eyelid where your eyelid and your eyelashes meet. You want to make sure that you glue the corners correctly so they don't come apart, and do this to both eyes. Then I'm going to take my e.l.f. Mineral Infused Primer once again, and I'm going to prime my whole face. I'm going to make sure that I prime it really good and get this primer deep into my pores and into the areas that are most dry, because it's going to help your foundation come together really nicely and even out really nicely. Afterwards, I'm going to take my Tarte Shape Tape Foundation in the shade Light Medium Honey, and I'm going to apply a little to my face all over. Once I'm done doing that, I'm going to conceal my face once again using the Age Rewind concealer that I used earlier, and I'm going to just highlight all the areas that I want to pop out the most. Then I'm going to begin blending out my foundation only around the highlighted areas really good, and then I'm going to apply my Tarte Shape Tape concealer in the shade Deep to contour my face. Once you're done doing that, you want to make sure that you blend out all the lines around your face that you applied. Make sure that they're very well blended out. Go over them various amount of times until you see that the harsh lines are gone. Make sure you're blending everything out together and everything well. You could also blend out the highlighted parts as soon as you're done blending out the contoured parts, and make sure that it's all coming together very well. Just blend, 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 and continue blending. Okay, so the next thing I like to do is set my face in all the highlighted areas using my Luxe Pro Powder Banana Oil Control. I like to apply this all over the areas where I applied all my concealer at. That way there will be no harsh lines or anything that's looking uneven. And this powder that I'm using now, I found it at a nearby beauty supply store. It's very inexpensive. It costs no more than $4, and it works fabulous, ladies. Once you're done applying this to all your highlighted areas, you can take your brush that you use to apply your blush and begin applying bronzer to the areas where you contoured on your face. On your cheekbones, right on top of your forehead, under your hairline, and all the other places that you contoured your face. After you're done doing that, take a soft, fluffy brush and begin blending it all out, removing all the setting powder that you applied on your face. Next, I used my MAC Flat Definer brush number 212 and went back in with that aqua blue color that I applied to the top of my eyes and began applying it at the bottom of my eyes on each eye, right under my lower waterline, and just began blending it out. Then I got my Maybelline Lash Sensational Waterproof Mascara and began applying it right underneath the eyelashes and on the bottom of my eye as well. Okay, so now I'm going to apply my lip liner by Morphe in the shade Vinyl, and I'm going to outline all of my lips, and it's okay if you go a little bit over, because the lip liner is what's going to bring your lipstick or your lip gloss together. So once I'm done doing that, I'm going to go ahead and apply my Kat Von D lipstick in the shade Lolita 2. And I'm going to fill in all my lips all over and rub my lips together. And when you rub your lips together, you want to make sure that you rub over the lip liner that you applied. I also highlighted my nose and my cheekbones with the Anastasia Beverly Hills by Amrezi highlighter. To finish off this look, I applied my MAC Prep Prime setting spray. Well, that's all for now, my beauties. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video. Subscribe below and give me a big thumbs up. Also, follow me on Facebook, His Beauty by Dev, and follow me on Instagram, _His Beauty by Dev. Until next time, loves.